Welcome HMC to our 6th ever Hinge workout. This will be the final workout of our block 1 of trimester 2. Congratulations, we are halfway there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna first, as always, check in on our space. 3 to 5 feet of obstacle-free space around you, making sure you've got that water nearby. You can always pause me. Remember, I take rejection really well. Feel free to pause me. Come on back when you're ready. And then today we're going to need our bands, our dumbbells, and there will be some floor work at the end of this workout. So just get ready, grab that water, and let's go ahead, getting right on into it with a great big reach up. Inhale, take it all in. Exhale to the left. Opening up that right lat. Inhale to center, exhale to the right. Left lat opens right up. Inhale back to center, exhale, dropping into some arm circles. Setting that intention for today. Hard part's over, you press play. We'll go ahead and switch directions. Perfect. Taking that right hand, let's go ahead, reaching it across our bodies. Holding it here for 3 breaths, opening up that posterior deltoid. Bring yourselves back to center, switching over. Left arm. Go left to your left shoulder. With these deadlift type movements, those traps like to take over. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Back over. Let's go ahead, chin to chest. Kind of slightly to the left. Back to center. Chin to chest on the right. Bring yourselves back up. We're going to go ahead, left foot forward, right foot back. Pressing forward, deep lunge, right leg is straight. Stretch out that calf. One more breath here. Let's exhale, rock it back. See if you can touch your toes. Back to center. Right leg comes forward, left goes back. Pressing forward and through. Rock it back. See if you can touch those toes. Bring yourselves back to center here. Very gently, very slowly start by kicking your butt. Dynamically stretching out those quadriceps, those hip flexors. Our rectus femoris, as we like to call them. Couple more of these. When you're ready, let's go ahead. High knees, do what we did there, but on the opposite side. Taking our time, moving with intention and purpose here. This isn't just a throwaway. And we're gonna go ahead one leg at a time, hip openers. So knee goes up, out, down, up, in, down. Like we're climbing that leg over a fire hydrant. Perfect. Let's go ahead, switching sides, left leg. Up, in, down, up, out, down. You got this. 2, 1. Let's go ahead, throw it together. You can travel this one around your space if you need. All right, going inwards. All right, 2 more. Shake it out. One last movement here, bringing that right leg up. Draw circles on the floor with your shin. Draw circles on the floor with your toes. Switching directions. So drop it down, switching sides, bringing it up. And go ahead, switch sides. Awesome. Let's go ahead, drop it down. Grab that water. We're going to start with those bands. We're going to get right into our working sets. So as you grab that water, get yourself set up. First movement today is going to be some just classic deadlifts. So we're going to do them bilaterally, so both legs at a time. Bringing those feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Finding that comfy resistance with the bands, whether that means holding them by the handle or giving yourself less. You'll kind of know by our first test reps where our comfortable resistance is. Because this is at week 6, this should feel a little bit easier than week 1. So find that comfy resistance, create that tension. And remember, our cueing for our hinge movements is going to be pushing a button with our booties, pushing a car door closed. We're moving hips outwards and hinging forward, creating that tension. That is our deadlift. And remember, our cueing, we're hugging baby up and in, and we're creating that neutral spine, not letting our back arch, but we're not also letting it round as well. All right, let's go ahead. 10 reps, 3 rounds. Let's deadlift. All the way down. Hips come out and through. Really moving with purpose. We're not just kind of looking like that bird that drinks water. All the way out. Halfway there. Three, 2, and 1. Stand it up, give yourself some slack, give yourself 30 seconds. Clenching those booties at the top of the movement. You don't need to worry about thrusting through. That kind of over dramatized movement actually takes away the tension at the top of the movement. So really just keeping it nice and clean. Booty goes out, hinging, those hips come forward. Close that door. This is the movement we're thinking of here. All right, 5 seconds. Set yourself up. Give yourself the tension you need. Hugging baby up and in, neutral spine. Tuck that chin. Deadlift for 10. Eight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out one more round. Kind of a shorter break here. Just give yourself what you need. Checking on that tension. Do we need more? Do we need less? How is that body feeling today? How is that weight moving today? Roll those shoulders back. Oranges under your armpits. Hugging baby up and in. Let's go. 10, 9, booty goes back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab that water if you need it. I'll go ahead and introduce the next movement. We're going to keep those bands underneath the arch of our foot, and we're going to add some resistance to our calf raises. So kind of a farmer's carry style movement. Shoulder blades back and down, oranges under our armpits, neutral spine, baby's hugged up and in, and we're just going to calf raise up, resisting those bands. Really making sure on the setup here that band's not going to come up and spank us in the booty here. So I need to adjust, get it more under my toes. And rising up on those tippy toes, resisting the band on the way down. We're going to go a little bit more on these ones. We're going to go 12 reps. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And with this, as with all band exercises, we're resisting the band on the way down. We're not just letting it snap us back, pull us back to that starting position. We resisted on the way up and we resisted on the way down. Really squeezing every single bit of strength gains we can get out of this movement. Setting ourselves back up. Band under toes. Nice, good posture. I need a little bit more resistance. Hug baby up and in. Let's rise. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, 1. Drop them down, one more set. Getting those calf raises out early today. We're going to use our bands, then we're going to do away with them. Move on to some dumbbell work and then some floor work. 15 seconds here. Give yourself what you need. Do we need more resistance, less resistance? Are we doing away with the band entirely? This is your workout. Do what your body needs to get the most out of it. Screw those feet into the floor. Hug baby up and in, shoulders back and down on those tippy toes. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out, grab that water, making sure to hydrate between every set. We're going to exchange those bands for our dumbbells. Grabbing onto those overhand grip. Nice wide stance. Move those feet so that they're pointing away from you in a really deep V. Hug baby up and in, shoulder blades back and down. Tuck those oranges under your armpits. We're going to fold down, back up for sumo deadlifts for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up straight, shake it out. Where were you feeling those deadlifts? Were we feeling it in the lower back or were you feeling it right in those glutes? Largest portion of muscle in our body. Making sure we're utilizing and leveraging those. 10 seconds, set yourself up. Give yourself what you need here. Hands come in front. Tug that baby up and in. Here we go for 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up straight, shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. One more set of these bad boys. As we progress along, are you finding yourself enjoying one more style of deadlift more than the other? I'm a big sumo girl. That's what I prefer. Nice wide stance. The displacement of the weight is lower. So in terms of physics, it's technically easier, if that makes sense. All right, shoulders back and down. Hold those oranges under your armpits. Drop it down for 10. Hitting that button with our booties. 5, 4, 3, you got this. 2, and 1. Drop them down. Grab that water. Give yourself what you need here. Next up, kind of our classic hinge movement. It's one of my favorites. We're going to get some kettlebell swings going, and I'm going to show you how to do it while holding a weight in both hands as we progress along this program. So while you're grabbing that water, I'll just show you between my first and second finger. We'll pull the camera in a little tighter here. First and second finger coming in, palm towards me. Clasp that thumb, clasp those pinkies around. Just like this. Keep that wrist straight, and that's how we're gonna hold things. Grabbing onto the other one. So going in kind of like a lobster claw, and then sealing the rest of the hand around it. And then it's a typical Hinge setup. So we're going to tuck those oranges under our armpits. Shoulder blades back and down. Close that water, neutral pelvis. And you know what I'm about to say, baby's held up and in, belly button to spine. Feet are slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Let's go ahead, bring that booty back, nice and controlled. Hinge up for 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself 30 seconds here. How did that feel if you went with 2 dumbbells? A little bit trickier. Sometimes I like it because it means my right can't take over in holding a weight. Catching our breath, doing the talk test. You should talk but not sing. That's the intensity we're shooting for here. Feet go wide, shoulders back and down, belly button to spine. Let's swing. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up straight, give yourself what you need here. One more set, then we're going to take things down to the mat. Almost there. You've done it. Hard part's over. You press play. We are on week 6. Halfway through this Trimester 2 program. Good for you. This is awesome. Feet go wider. Shoulder blades back and down. Hug baby up and in. 9, 8, touch that button. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab that water. Set those weights aside. Give your body what it needs here. Take that 1.5 minute rest. I want you to meet me down on the mat for our next series of sets. All right, we've taken it to our mat. We're going to start on all fours, quadrupedal stance. And we're going to go ahead and we're kind of going to do a variation on a kickback. We're going to do 1 bent into 1 straight, and that will be 1 rep. So remember, we're squaring off those hips. We're counteracting kind of that natural curvature of the spine. I don't need you to cat, but nice and level. And right side first for 10. Let's go bent and straight. Up to straight. Really just focusing on feeling it in those glute medius. Right kind of where our jean pocket would be, where the painter's brush would go if we were wearing painter's pants. And 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Ooh, my muscle memory. Bent to straight. All the way up, all the way back. To straight. Bent to straight. Really squeezing at the top of the movement. To straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Give yourself 30 seconds here. We've got 2 more rounds of those. Checking and making sure those hips are always square with the mat. We're not opening up to one side as we kick back. And really moving with precision, creating that tension, creating that squeeze in the glute medius there. All right, let's go ahead. Walk out those hands. Walk out those feet. Right side first. Make sure baby's hugged up and in. Nice neutral spine. Kick bent. Kick straight. All the way up. All the way back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Let's switch for 10. 8, 5, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Give yourself what you need here. We've got one more set of these. Rolling those shoulders back, catching our breath. And when you're ready, go ahead, walk those feet out. Knees below hips, wrists below shoulders. Nice and level. Let's go ahead, switch it up, start on the left side. Bent to straight. All the way up, all the way back. Three, 2, and 1. Switching sides for 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out, grab that water. Giving ourselves what we need here for the next minute. We've got one more set. Working it out, we're going to introduce kind of a new movement here. We're going to start lying on our side, going ahead, and just like we're setting up for a clamshell, but this time we're going to increase the angle from the moment arms, the movement. So that means we're going to go straight legged. So I like to kind of have a soft bend in my bottom leg, and we're just going to lead with that heel, come out, all the way back in, resisting gravity for 10, 9, 8, 7, lead with that heel, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Kind of a not very glamorous switch. You can either roll over and listen to me or shuffle the way I have. And we're going to go ahead, soft bend in that weight-bearing knee, leading with the heel, coming up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, drop it down. Give yourself a couple seconds here. We're going to move pretty quickly in between these because this is an accessory muscle. So kind of take your time resituating, but we're going to get right into our next set. And when you're ready for 10, 8. Try and keep it nice and straight up and down like we're drawing a line with our foot on the wall. 3, 2, 1. Switching sides fairly quickly, and then we slow it down every other. Situating ourselves. And up for 10. If this is too easy, take that hand. Work against it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that time here, letting it kind of burn. Last set here. We've got the last one, really giving it all we've got. Just working on those last little accessory muscles, those glute meads. Soft bend in the weight-bearing knee. Leading with the heel, straight up and down. Place that hand if you need it. Going up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going ahead, switching sides. Last one here. Making it count. We've made it. Reward yourself with some movement here. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. There we go. Grab that water. Let's go ahead, start cooling things down here. Meeting me on the mat, reach right on up. Exhale, drop it down. One more time, reaching right on up. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Drop those hands down, roll those shoulders back. Let's go left ear to left shoulder. Bring yourselves back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Placing that hand there if we need an extra boost. Back to center. Straightening out that left leg. Let's lean forward. See if you can touch your toe. You're welcome to kind of lean to the side if we need to accommodate our bodies at all. Switching side. Right leg comes out. Bring yourselves back to center. Let's step forward nice and wide. Left leg first, right leg behind us. If you are able, place the hands beside. Open it up. World's greatest stretch. Three breaths here. Let's go ahead. Lean it back. Sit back on that right heel. Stretch out that hamstring even further. Switching side. Right leg's going to come forward. Forward and through. Hands to the left. Open it up to the left. World's greatest stretch. On the next inhale, sitting back on that heel. Bring yourself back to our knees here. Inhale, reach on up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop it down. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is the final day of our first block of programming for Hinge. Thank you so much for joining me. Can't wait to see you week 7, block 2.